Sport and play is one of the tools that has enabled creation of healthy and safer communities in Uganda.
It was after the visit of Adolf Ogi, former president of Switzerland, when he was here on the fundraising drive. By then I was in Nakivale. That's when Right Play was born from Olympic Aid.
For every game that we have with the children, there's a message coming out from it. We have different messages coming out. Messages on HIV/AIDS. We build life skills in these children through sport and play. We do peace education in the communities through sport and play.
Some of the games of Right Play, or which are promoted by Right Play in schools, kind of impart some kinds of life skills, both among the teachers and the children. And this greatly improves the development of these children and also the teachers.
To bridge the gap between children and me, the teacher. Because sometimes you see a child coming freely, expressing his problem or her problem to me. You can imagine where a girl come to express something to me.
Uganda basically, Uganda is one of the earliest programs, and actually the 10 years have been completed in Uganda since the program started. So actually, and the moment we've expanded and we've grown, and there's really a lot to be celebrated.
Operating in projects of Oruchinga, Nakivale, Kampala, Soroti, Katakwi, Amuria, Sironko, Kyakatu, Kyangwali, Lira and Arua, Right Play Uganda has seen the number of children reached grow from 19 children per year in 2001 to 150,000 children in 2010.
In Uganda, basically, we are in refugee programs, which rolls from Western to West Nile.
Oruchinga is part of the Nakivale refugee camp, where there are Congolese, there are Rwandese, there are Burundians, there are Ethiopians, and the first equipment for Right Play was received here, where we're just going to head to at the base camp in Oruchinga. Located 80 kilometers from Mbarara town, Oruchinga was the first project to start Right to Play implementation in 2001 under the Olympic Aid. The first coaches have lived to benefit from the impact of sport and play.
There was a lot of challenges as refugees, so Right Play to organize them, to give them some praise, so that they can settle their minds, to make them at least know that they are also human beings. See, they were from the war. Being from the war, every creature was just like an animal.
Our youth to grow positively and holy, so that when they are praying or they are with the other people in their community, they can help the young ones also to grow with the good spirit.
The refugee settlements was by design. How? Because we were invited by UNHCR. So definitely where UNHCR was working, we had also to go there. Now the other places like the Lira project, like the Soroti project, we picked on it because it was a place of internally displaced. So we're looking at places where there are disadvantaged children, where there are emergency situations. That is one of the key criteria that we use for selecting those places, and then the urban poor.
To date, Coaches in Oruchinga have formed the Oruchinga Coach Association that has taken on the mantle of implementing regular sport and play activities.
Drinking 7 cups of water a day. Healthy. Being kind to people with disabilities. Healthy.
Right to Play reaches out to communities through the Red Ball Child Play and the Live Safe, Play Safe resources.
There are games that are based on the red ball, which is on the Olympic 5 balls. The blue ball, which is we call it the blue peace ball. The games are related to peace and all this. We have the yellow, which is about the spirit, pulling the spirit of children. So there are games that generally are geared towards seeing that the children actually have that high tempo. They actually are able to enjoy what they are doing. We have the green, which is for health. So the games that are all in the green peace ball are basically for health-related activities. And then the black ball, which is the black body, for generally making the children, physically fit.
And then when you talk to them about HIV/AIDS or drug abuse, then you find out that children can decide on their own. They can make their decisions. A child can say no, and it is a no.
The other aspect is about attitudes, because we know that all these getting the knowledge and the skills may not be enough, so we actually try to also help change their attitudes.
Creating impact on the individual and community has not only been a focus of sport and play activities in Uganda, but also an achievement. David Mugenyi, Camp Commandant, Kiaka 2 Refugee Settlement, and first coach and recipient of the first equipment box in 2001, demonstrates this.
In the past, children of Wagegere used to play separately from those of Wanyagwisha, but as of now, you find them playing together.
It has helped us that not only sitting in a class, teaching, giving children notes, it's the only way of teaching them, but you can teach children through games, and they play and they get to understand.
There have been quite a lot of remarkable, developments that have taken place. One of it is the development of a cadre of people trained to be able to implement.
To the community, this is not just playing, rather knowledge, skills and fun acquired through various games drawn from the Right to Play resources.
You find that it kind of boosts enrollment, children's enrollment in schools, and of course retention, because not all children at their tender age are interested in these academics, okay? They don't see, some of them don't see much value, but if there is something which would make them enjoy, like the games and the sports, definitely that is a pulling factor.
Instead of handling a cane and start whipping children, you sweep here, you collect these rubbish, you do what? I just call a group of children and I say, we are going to play a game. It is called garbage collection.
Whenever they see me, they tell me, teacher, let's play. And there are a number of games they have learned. Their attitudes have changed towards others. They really feel they should work hand in hand with each other to give them strength.
Sport and play activities are a source of inclusion, unity, and edutainment to the community. Has broken all traditional barriers formerly associated to play and created a cohesive, healthy, and safer communities. The communities live sports and love it.
Discussions help the children develop their life skills, and they have been able to to change some of the unwanted behavior. They are cooperative with one another as they play activities, and even now as they carry out other activities, they know they need one another. Since our motto also says, look after yourself, look after one another.
You find that even for some children, and of course parents, who did not have much interest in having education or having their children have an education, you find that by right play implementing games and play, this is something which kind of creates the interest in having the children go to school.
And when they do that, there is a lot of things they learn in terms of relationship skills, friendship. They connect with each other, boys, girls playing together, and it's very diversified skills that they are learning from these activities.
So when we have trainings, we tailor the trainings to the behavior problems that we have assessed in the community. And every time we have a training, we emphasize on how the leaders can address such issue using the different games.
Through various games, Right to Play has provided a platform for girl-child participation.
We have seen, we also have a deliberate policy of ensuring that the girl children become more of the junior leaders, because we want to encourage them more to participate. And through that, parents have provided testimony of improvements of their relationships with the children.
Right to Play, tukozesa emizannyo nga gino nga tubulira abaana abawala nga tubulira bamaama ti waliwo ebintu bingi ebimalamu essuubi ate ebintu ebyo tetusobola bimalawo.
I started Right to Play games in 2009 when I was given morale by fellow children. My friends loved me so much and they encouraged me to be a Right to Play junior leader. Even my teacher told me all the facts of Right to Play games.
The games have helped the girl child in not leaving the school. There was early marriages. They could go almost in the camps, they could rush immediately to be married. By the moment, that's why you can see outside having the P7 people who are aged 17, 15.
Kinyambire kwekamba na nyoka singa kangala mtaba mtizano gwa hope joy tamamani nkasinga enyegesize kwerinda kurungi kusoma kurungi kwerinda endwara zitazimu.
When you get a girl to talk about a subject on HIV/AIDS, she does it very confidently. You know, there's a message that she has clearly picked out from the games, and she speaks about it like, you know, she has done it for a very long time.
Sport and play activities have also offered a platform to the marginalized children in the community. These include the disabled and the blind.
These games have actually brought our children with disabilities in this school on board. At the beginning, our children with disabilities had lost esteem. They can lead games, they can ask questions without fear, very confidently and very happy.
Just their intellectual ability has improved, because whenever I interact with them, they always tell me, now at least the last time I was like in class, I was performing poorly, but now since I always lead games and do this, I can be able to think. I also are a bit confident now, like since they are always leading games with the other children, now they are confident, like say, I can now talk freely in public, I feel I'm okay, so that's also a good impact.
Now I'm able to do everything because I have learned many things. The coaches of Right to Play, now they have changed my attitudes. Now I am able to do everything and I have learned how some diseases affect our body, how to protect them, how to avoid peer pressure.
I didn't fear, and I say that work is for only sighted ones. Teach me how to be socializing.
Right to play games have helped me to accept myself as a disabled girl. I meet a lot of people because of these games. Like you are my friend now.
They are involved. They play together with other children. So they have been able to learn better because they feel, though they have some disabilities, but they have equal values, either to games and sport like other children.
Our games are tailored in such a way that even the youngest can be able to watch a race and be able to do something. Even the lame, even the blind. We have activities with the Uganda National Association for the Blind. It's so amazing to see that blind teachers, blind children can be able to play these games. They can be able to discuss.
Strategic partnerships are a strength that has created synergy to ensure that safer and healthier communities are created through sport and play. Through partnership with the government of Uganda, many teachers have been trained in right-to-play resources. Dialogue to mainstream sport and play in the education curriculum has been achieved, and support from strategic policymakers has been sought.
If there is a gap here, for instance, to do with water, then we can talk to another partner who is having resources to be able to do that. In places where the enrollment was well beyond the number of available classrooms, we're able to discuss with the districts, and some classrooms were put up under the NUSAF, Northern Uganda Social Action Fund.
The other critical partners are Uganda Society for the Disabled Children, USCDC, Uganda National Association of the Blind, UNAB, the AIDS Information Center, United Nations High Commission for Refugees, UNHCR, among others. Sport and play has been a source of unity, hope, peace and development to the children and the communities in the northern part of Uganda, a formerly infested LRA area for the last 24 years. This left children in the internally displaced camps traumatized and marginalized.
There are situations based on the reports that we get from the field, which our activities have created changes in. Like there are children who are fearing any visitor who comes home, they would run to hide. The parents have reported that these children were so much traumatized that now they are, since participation in your activities.
Try to play as well. Nowadays we are relaxed. We have everything. We have balls. We have net. We have girls who are in netball. Boys, volleyball. People are doing so many activities just because of right to play.
I know you better me. And what you do on us. I am Umizozi.
Designed to achieve one of the Millennium Development Goals, sport and play has helped to create participatory learning, unity, and healthier communities. This is achieved through the implementation plan that focuses on the children and the community.
The key learning of the game is linked with what this community needs. So when every time I go to the field and I ask, what is the key learning of the games you're playing? Because that is the most important thing to me. The game is okay, but if the key learning is not linked with something they want to address as a behavioral problem they have, then it doesn't matter what game they play.
Despite the impact sport and play has created in the communities in Uganda, there are salient challenges that still stand out.
The number of leaders vis-a-vis the ratio of the teachers to the children is very huge. For example, you find a teacher playing with about 100 or 200 children. Now there, we have a challenge, especially of ensuring that quality is maintained.
Transfer of teachers also affects us so much because you find you train a teacher from this school, the next time they have transferred the teacher very far where we don't reach, so it affects, and you find the children there, they are not implementing activities.
We train more coaches, but coaches come with interest of being paid because they are doing a great job, and when it comes to know that it is a volunteerism, others withdraw out. So you train more, you remain with few. You train 20, you remain with 5.
You have children doing sport and play and are hungry, for example. How about working with the schools and incorporating a nutrition component and having children maybe have, we contribute to a school's budget.
Sport and play facilities like the goal post, the netball post, and the volleyball post. These ones are still lacking in many schools.
Like if it's a game manual of like 30 pages in the braille, it will be a big thing. So if that can't be done, it's expensive, like here in Uganda.
Every school is asking, can you come to my school? Can you come to my district? And we are now battling how to really control that.
The various challenges notwithstanding, the 10-year Right Play journey has caused impact not only to the children, but also to the teachers, parents, and opinion leaders in the community at large. This is reflected through the responses from the community when confronted with the question, what if Right Play closed tomorrow?
It would be a big blow from our side. Why? Kiaka is still receiving settlement. We are having new refugees who are coming from time to time. They keep on trickling in. So those ones who will come in may lack those skills.
I will still carry out the responsibility of teaching the children as girls, together with my fellow coaches.
Even though it closes, after acquiring this knowledge, it's the one which gives me this school of shaping the lives of people, being like 600, do not benefit from the other source of Right Play.
Yes, with the current positive image from government towards reviving sports, it will be sustained here.
Lion gorilla, here I am. Lion gorilla, here I am. Lion gorilla, here I am.
However, the Uganda team has designed sustainability plan to ensure continuity in creating healthier and safer communities through sport and play.
They already have the resources that we put in place. They have the manuals and the books never wrote. So I believe once we pulled out as staff of Right to Play, activities will still continue.
They propose that we train community members to conduct these games. In Right to Play Lira, we have trained so far 33 community members.
These teachers who have already been trained from primary teachers colleges and these other nursery training institutes, when they have that resource, they can go to, they can implement them in schools because they will give them the manuals. They will implement without necessarily needing us there.
We have put into place structures which we hope that when we leave the place, the impact created will be carried over and rolled over. These structures here, we have what we call a sports council, and this is a committee formed by the community members of Chakatu settlement. They're actual refugees composed of parents, community members who have kids who are participating in the program. This elected body, by the parents themselves, is overseer of the activities within the settlement.
Associations are being registered. Some of them have even gone on to being registered as community-based organizations. And if we go on in this trend, I believe Right to Play will stay in the communities.
The sports for development, the approach that we're using is a new development paradigm. We've tried our best to create awareness in various forms. We've had national stakeholder meetings. We've had project level stakeholder meetings, which has really raised awareness.
The 10-year Right to Play journey has seen Right to Play Uganda register achievements in the 4 strategic areas on basic education and child development, health promotion and disease prevention, conflict resolution and peace education, and community participation.
Programs of Right to Play are not like programs of other organizations. They come and address a specific issue and they end. For example, when there is the issue of maybe cholera breakout, you find organizations come, and when there is no cholera, they pull off. But our programs are the ones that benefit everyone, even those who are not yet born. They will still need the skills. So that's why I really see that in future I need these programs to be there.
My view is that we should also extend it up to the last person down the community. And it is good that we have started even with community leaders. They are also doing a rightful job there. So my dream is that Right to Play should not stop.
Empower communities not to be dependent always on international donors. We should also come up with ways where we fundraise locally to be able to promote these activities.
It has brightened up our communities, our children. I feel even young children singing Right to Play songs, and I feel happy deep down in my heart. I am really impressed that with such activities, if we all join hands, we shall have a better future.
We shall be getting a lot of children who are going for the Olympics also to gain medals, because really children are now focusing on sports.
Right to Play, they are promoting us like this kind of shirt. We would have not get it anywhere, but because of Right to Play, I'm now wearing this kind of shirt. Right to Play has got for us so many things, and me myself, I always thank them so much every day, and I pray for them so that they continue.
I would love to see a generation different from maybe the other generation that has passed, my generation, but their generation should be a different generation, with people who are free from HIV, children who are happy, that all the fights that we have, all the different diseases and all these that are affecting children and everybody, the adults now are like gone. It's a dream that you can be able to think of, but yes, it's good to dream.
Right to Play has a lot to smile about.
Right to play is useful to us all. For instance, many coaches who are teachers now. Right to play is good. Thanks for child play game manual school is educative indeed. We thank Right to Play for what they have done for that initiative. Right to play is useful to us all. So we are training many coaches who are teachers now. Right to play is good. Live safe, play safe, game manual school has message of protection against HIV/AIDS for better living and for protective measures. Right